け fly away 体中に広がるパノラマ顔蹴られた地球が起こって火山を爆発させる溶けた氷の中に恐竜がいたら玉乗りしこみたいねチャラヘチャラ何が起きても気分はヘノヘノカッパチャラヘチャラ胸がパチパチするほど騒ぐ元気がチャラヘチャラ頭から棒の方が夢詰め込めるチャラヘチャラ笑顔ウルトラ Z で今日もアイアイアイアイアイ
Ciao a tutti ragazzi, bentornati sul mio canale. Come avete potuto vedere dal filmato appena concluso, sul mio canale arriverà Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Questo gioco è un action RPG, ossia un gioco d'azione di ruolo, nel quale noi dovremo impersonare Goku, quindi sarà un gioco in terza persona. Questo gioco è stato sviluppato dalla Cyber Connect 2. Stessa azienda che ha sviluppato un famoso gioco di Naruto che ha riscosso un grande successo. Questo gioco è diciamo molto atteso, si propone quasi come un open world, tuttavia non sarà appunto così, però avremo una grande opportunità di poter esplorare il Dragon Ball World. In particolare volando usando la nuvola Speedy in particolare, o nuvola Quinto. La storia che si giocherà sarà per la maggior parte di Dragon Ball Z, infatti inizialmente erano uscite notizie riguardanti solo la saga di Freezer, poi per un po' di tempo quelle di Cell e 2 mesi fa anche per la saga di Majin Buu. Quindi la trama principale riguarderà Dragon Ball Z, tuttavia saranno inserite anche appunto missioni secondarie dove si potranno fare altre parti di trama, magari anche relative a Dragon Ball. E per progredire in questo gioco abbiamo 5 azioni da poter sviluppare. La prima è appunto lottare, seconda mangiare, la terza raccogliere sfere di chi per potenziarci, la quarta allenarsi e la quinta poter creare delle comunità, diciamo di persone, nel senso venire a contatto con altre persone, dicendola in poche parole. Un altro dettaglio non insignificante è il fatto che attraverso questo gioco si dovrebbero arrivare a chiarire alcuni passaggi della storia di Dragon Ball. Non sappiamo quali, però ci saranno chiarimenti in merito. Un'altra grande novità è la presenza di questo nuovo personaggio creato appositamente da Akira Toriyama, ossia di Bonyu, ossia un ex membro della Ginyu Force, della squadra Ginyu. E quindi in teoria ci sarà una missione secondaria dove ci si potrà allenare con questo personaggio. Penso di aver dato una descrizione abbastanza generale del gioco, pur anche entrando un pochettino nello specifico, dato che immagino molti di voi lo giocheranno o vorranno giocarlo. Il gioco uscirà il 17 gennaio e sul mio canale cercherò di portarlo il giorno stesso. Ci proverò, che comunque sono abbastanza impegnato, però farò il possibile. Spero che tutti voi continuate a seguirmi guardando dei video, iscrivendovi, lasciando dei commenti e magari anche qualche like, così per poter capire che insomma anche voi siete interessati a quello che propongo e così aiutarmi, stimolarmi anche a continuare a fare del mio meglio. Adesso seguiranno altri 3 video nel quale ci saranno solo in inglese, quindi comunque spero comunque capiate il senso generale, se non proprio tutto. Questi video appunto daranno qualche specifica in più riguardante il gioco e il video sarà un video breve e conclusivo per fare un po' il sum up del video, diciamo. E con questo vi ringrazio, ciao a tutti, ci vediamo con l'uscita del gioco.
In Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, take control of the legendary hero himself and relive the beloved story of Dragon Ball Z in this all-new action RPG. As Kakarot, or Goku, you'll experience his quest to grow stronger, his thirst for challenge, and, above all, his battle to protect Earth from the most powerful villains in the universe. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot tells a story that DBZ fans know and love. Relive the most iconic scenes in the franchise, the clashes, the triumphs, and defeats, as well as more obscure moments that only the most die-hard fans will recognize. The game even features original stories being told for the very first time through unique subquests and dialogue. For instance, Goku interacts with characters he never met in the original DBZ anime, such as Nam. Series veterans will remember that he and Goku only spoke in his younger days. With breathtaking graphics and detailed animations, developer CyberConnect 2 helps tell the story of Dragon Ball Z like never before. As many of you already know, the fights in DBZ aren't always fair. Goku's adversaries often start with a much higher power level. So, in order to win, he has to enlist the help of his friends and train diligently to become a stronger fighter. This dynamic is hard to convey in a PvP fighting game, since players need to come to battle on equal footing. But since this action RPG has players fighting against the CPU, we're able to more closely reproduce the fights of the show. The HP, power, and movesets of the game's major villains can exceed Goku's capabilities, giving you the feeling that you're up against truly unstoppable foes. In combat, you'll have all the room you need to knock enemies far into the distance, just like in the anime. There are no invisible walls to prevent you from fighting dynamic battles on an epic scale. Goku isn't all about fighting. In the anime, you'll often see him simply flying around, spending time with Chi-Chi and Gohan, training with rivals and friends, and indulging in his favorite pastime, eating. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot allows you to experience these moments as well. However, while the player is free to engage in a variety of fun activities, this is not a true open-world game. Our goal is to create a game true to the show, and allowing players to go anywhere and fight anyone at any time would not be faithful to the original story. We still have a lot more to reveal at a later date. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is an action RPG where you can take control of the legendary hero Kakarot, better known as Goku. But the Dragon Ball Z story isn't just about this legendary Saiyan warrior. His friends and rivals, such as Krillin, Piccolo, or Vegeta, also play a major role in the Dragon Ball Z saga. Today, let's take a look at how these characters are introduced in the game. There are certain characters that will be assisting Goku in battle as support characters. You can take up to 2 support characters into battle, and each of them has a unique set of moves and techniques to back Goku up. Let's start off with Krillin. Krillin can use the solar flare to blind and stun enemies within a certain range. The Destructo Disc tracks the enemy and is easy to land. This move will come in handy for connecting combos. Next up is Yamcha. His Spirit Ball has a strong homing ability, and with multiple hits, it can restrain the enemy for a long period of time. Yamcha can also draw an enemy's attention, keeping you out of danger. Or if you simply want to open up a group of enemies to connect a powerful Kamehameha beam. Tien can also use the solar flare to stun the enemy, but be sure to also utilize the tri-beam to dish out some serious damage. Chao Tzu can use his telekinesis to restrain the enemy. This effect lasts for quite some time, so take advantage of this opportunity to land multiple combos. Along with the unique skills that each support character brings to the table, these characters will also be fighting alongside Goku during combat, and will take certain actions depending on your playstyle. For instance, they may help you connect combos, launch a rain of ki blasts, or recover your health and energy. You can also launch a Z combination attack with your support character to trigger a flurry of powerful blows, followed by a massive energy blast. Now, let's answer the biggest question you've been dying to know. Yes, you'll be able to take control of other playable characters other than Goku during your adventure. Playable characters can be controlled not only during combat, but on the field as well. So enjoy hunting, eating, interacting with NPCs, or simply traveling as your favorite heroes. There are also some subquests that can only be triggered when controlling a specific playable character. Now let's see the playable characters in action. First off is Goku's son, Gohan. Gohan is highly proficient in hand-to-hand combat. Connect your combos with short-range skills to take away the enemy's health and finish them with Masenko. Piccolo has high health and good defense against ki attacks. With the explosive wave, he can create a wide-range blast around himself. This is very useful when there are multiple enemies crowding your space. His iconic special beam cannon is, of course, a very powerful special move. Vegeta has a preference for ki blast-related attacks. His multiple energy blast launches a rain of ki blasts towards a targeted enemy. This is useful for one-on-one fights, as well as taking down several enemies clustered together. That's all for today, but keep your scouters on the lookout for our next videos on Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. You'll be fighting against fearsome foes to protect your friends and planet Earth from utter destruction. But in order to do so, you must always remember to train hard and power up the Z Warriors. Today, let's take a dive into the character progression aspect of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, in order to prepare for the devastating death matches that await you. Like in any other action RPG, players will be able to fight enemies, earn experience points, and level up their characters. However, in Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, you are able to power up Goku and friends in a lot of other ways. Eating is especially important, as not only will you be getting temporary buffs, but also a permanent increase in your character's stats. You can eat some fruits on the go, or cook meat at campfires. But the best way to acquire food with high stat boosts is to head to a cook located in towns or small villages to create dishes. Or even better, go home, talk to Chi-Chi, and ask her to create a full-course meal for you. You'll have to go on the hunt, as you'll be needing ingredients, as well as recipes, which you can acquire through subquests or by talking to NPCs. Searching through areas and collecting Z-orbs is essential for acquiring super attacks. You're able to collect different Z-orbs throughout the game. Colored Z-orbs are typically found in areas that are related to their color. Once you've acquired the necessary Z-orbs, open the character's skill tree and unlock slots to acquire new special attacks or power up existing ones. In order to unlock skills with the green icon, you must visit training grounds located in different areas. In order to access the different training options, you must use D-medals, which can be found all over the world. Searching for ki will help you find medals a little easier, so be sure to keep an eye out. Once you have enough D-medals, you can begin the mental training against other Z-warriors, enemies from the past, and even yourself. Finally, a unique way to power up your party is through the community boards. By progressing through the main story, or helping out different characters from the Dragon Ball Z world through subquests, you will be gifted with their soul emblems. By placing these emblems on the community board, you can increase the board's rank, giving you access to its community skills. These skills will provide helpful effects on your adventure. There are 7 different community boards, and each provide different community skills. Placing specific soul emblems next to one another will activate what's called a link bonus. Activating a link bonus makes it easier to raise a community's rank. You may also be able to hear some exclusive dialogue between characters. As you can see, the world of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is filled with many ways to grow stronger and defeat the most fearsome enemies that stand in your way during the adventure. That's all for today, but keep your
おっす、オラ悟空。うひゃー、驚いたな。ベジータにフリーザ、セルにブーまで。こんなにすげえ強えやつらと戦えんなんて、オラワクワクすっぞ。こうしちゃいらんねえ。オラも修行してもっと強くなっぞ。悟空体験アクション RPG ドラゴンボール Z カカロット。絶対遊んでくれよな。